sorry. You kind of feel like you are worthless without your eating disorder, because it becomes you as a person. Like, that is all you are.
It affects the whole family, it affects siblings, it affects everyone, because nothing is going to be the same again.
The capital is suffering from an eating disorder crisis, and with an NHS service completely on its knees, the problem is only getting worse.
Respectfully, do not spend the best years of your life being overweight or fat.
She had stopped eating, literally, and tried to feed her some cucumber, and she refused it and just cried.
To promote public health, calories became mandatory on menus in England in 2022. This applies at large restaurants, bars, and cafes. I'm here to find out if calories on menus do more harm than good.
That was more of a government initiative to think a little bit about tackling obesity. If we put calories on menus, it might make people, make more conscious choices. I think that's where it came from. From an eating disorder perspective, it's got much wider repercussions, and I think it minimises nutrition in a big way. So it probably adds more guilt, it probably adds more anxiety. So actually having the menus there, whether you're overweight or underweight, it's probably not going to have the desired effect in terms of, making a different choice. Being met with calories on menus in a social eating setting is really, really challenging. Often the decision making around food is really, really hard, and the calories on the menus will really get in the way of that and potentially influence a food choice to make a lower calorie choice that they didn't even like.
To understand the harm behind calorie labeling, I wanted to talk to somebody who feels anxious around food. Annabelle is 18 years old. She was diagnosed with anorexia 2 years ago.
Calorie counting is like a constant maths problem that you're constantly stuck in.
Charlotta supported her daughter's battle with an eating disorder for 10 years.
I think it reinforces us being healthy as being thin for some reason, which is not true at all. Being healthy is not about calories. Being healthy is about so much more, about enjoying life, and being able to enjoy going to a restaurant.
I think calories on menus affect people because they feel like they should be looking at it. In my head, I'm like, oh, I'm already fatter than I was, and now I don't want to keep eating foods like that because I don't want to put any more weight on. So
we were in London, and we were in this really nice restaurant, and we opened the menus, and of course there are all these calories, and eventually she just got so anxious, she just started crying, running out to the street, crying and crying and crying. It took a couple of hours for her to calm down after this episode.
Was that a result of the calories?
Definitely.
I want to find out how we can be well without being obsessive.
I had anorexia, and I've had the whole fear of eating over a certain amount of calories, and I just think that calorie thing drives fear, especially in vulnerable younger people. Having been there, worked through it, I spent so many hours counting calories. It's such a waste of time when I now know how our bodies use those calories, and it's nothing to do with how many are on our plate. I think, unfortunately, seeing calories is creating more anxiety with people that may be influenced a lot by influences they see on social media and feel that they have to look a certain way, and they think by having fewer calories it's going to help them achieve their health outcomes.
So, I mean, I don't have an eating disorder, but I can't help being affected too when I see that something has so many calories and this. I eat everything and anything, but if I am affected by the calorie counts on menus, then you can imagine how people with eating disorders are affected.
Calorie labels target obesity, but ignore that eating disorders come in all sizes. In fact, obesity continues to rise since the government's calorie implementation on menus.
From a personal example, being the smallest I've been was not healthy at all. And I know that for a lot of people that have had eating disorders, like it's not where your body functions properly.
Calorie counts and this eating disorder made her go into treatment several times, both for physical health, for heart problems, but also for the psychological health, of course.
So you really addressed
Yeah.
calories on menus in treatment centers?
Definitely. Going to restaurants, going to cafes. We talked a lot about that with other parents and with the mentors at the treatment centers.
So is there a way to lose weight without triggering disordered eating in the process? Christine helps clients lose weight, but she doesn't focus on calories. Instead, she looks at what they eat, like color, variety, and whole foods. She says that physical health needs mental health and that numbers do not help. She also believes that the real way to improve public health is through education, like bringing back home economics and teaching kids to make real food from a young age.
I have a hard time believing that that's the solution of obesity, because I think that has to do with other things, education, and this is just like a desperate way to try to stop obesity when it really makes more harm for so many people, so many more people than you think.